Let's talk about each of these parties now because the Republican Party and the Democrat Party have faced their own set of unique issues within the past couple of weeks. The Republican Party has had some issues being unified behind Trump's what he calls one big beautiful bill. Democrats, on the other hand, have a major trust issue that they're dealing with right now as new reporting comes out on President Biden's health, his mental acuity, his cognitive abilities while he was in office, and who knew what when. And I mean, there is a question of who knew what when, A, and B, were they lying to the American people? And Democrats really have to grapple with that right now. How do voters feel about each party today?
Well, the Democratic Party is clearly in the wilderness right now with voters. It has an approval rating of 42%, and that is significantly underwater. Also, it's lagging the approval of the GOP by 10 points. The GOP actually has a net positive approval, and perceptions are growing because voters seem to think that the GOP is actually trying to do something rather than trying to rehash and litigate the past. And it's taking a more proactive posture and governing rather than trying to stonewall what is going on. And therein lies the challenge for the Democrats. They have to shed these negative perceptions and come out with a platform and with a clear set of policies that stand apart from what Trump is doing or create a choice between the Democrats and the Republicans at this stage. So I think that that is the challenge that they're facing. There are some opportunities for them to step up and mount a principal challenge, like on deportations, as we saw just in the previous set of data, and also in terms of due process. And also, when we look at Trump's approval rating on the various different issues, and this really tracks with how Republicans are perceived, I would say that, again, Trump is still a little bit under on the economy at 46% approval. He's doing very well on immigration. That's a strength for Trump and the Republicans at this stage. They're 46% when it comes to foreign affairs. Voters are yet to be convinced that there's a deal coming on Ukraine and Russia or Israel and Gaza or beyond, although they welcome some of the more recent moves and trade diplomacy with the Middle East, as we saw at this survey. They think that Trump is doing a decent job administering the government and the Republicans. And what's driving those positive perceptions, and he's at around 47% there, is the cost cuts that Dodge has made, and the fact that a small majority of Americans actually think Dodge has been effective, despite the chaos, despite the fact that they think that Musk in the beginning was too rough in terms of how he started to make the cuts. They do view that initiative as being positive. And again, when it comes to reducing the cost of government, Trump has a 49% approval rating. In a similar fashion, returning America to its core values, 51% believe that Trump and the Republicans have a positive job approval there. So really what remains as an Achilles heel for the administration is inflation, where Trump and the Republicans have about a 43% job approval rating. And again, trade and tariff policy, where it's 42% approval rating, significantly underwater because of all of the different disruptions. So in all of these signals, Republicans have to latch on to the weaknesses of the administration, especially around tariffs, especially around inflation, and especially around how it's going about doing what it's doing, and either try to triangulate the administration or offer and frame a choice that voters can rally around.